besides playing two of the most famous Marvel superheroes. Robert Downey Jr. and Chris Hemsworth are two men who know well how to enjoy the luxury their money can provide them. But the question is, which of the two actors lead the more luxurious life? In this video you will watch a close battle between Robert Downey Jr. versus Chris Hemsworth. So, let's go to the fight! Before we get started, I challenge you. You have to click on subscribe and activate notifications, check the option all. But you have to do that in less than 5 seconds. You got it? And if you can, write in the comments #AllAboutSubscribe. Alright, let's get started. Round 1. Main Mansion. These Marvel superhero actors have enough money to afford living in nice residences, but which one lives in the most luxurious mansion? Robert Downey Jr., for example, lives in a beautiful house in Malibu, Los Angeles. Robert's estate is situated on a gigantic plot of over 7 acres, more than enough for him to have everything he wants, an example being of his mansions, with one having a more futuristic architecture and another having a more classic and common one, and it's there where it is believed that he actually lives. The simpler building has a very exotic look, with rounded shapes covered in concrete, which come to resemble a luxurious cave. Entering the interior of the property, it is possible to see that it manages to maintain the same authentic style, with a decor that makes use of some furniture that is hard to acquire for any home. An example being the sofa with gray and pink upholstery in the form of knots, or even the suspended nest made by South African designers. In fact, this residence suits Robert Downey Jr.'s cheerful and rather bold style very well. However, the outdoor area of the property seems to be one of the actor's favorite places. That's because he seems to be a guy who is in love with nature, with him always sharing moments on social media next to his pets. Robert almost has a zoo in his house, with him raising animals such as goats, cows, pigs, chickens, among others. There are also a number of items on the property such as a basketball and tennis court, a leisure area with swimming pools and sun loungers, an exterior garage for his car collection, a vegetable herb garden, a recreation area for children, among many other things. We can say that Robert Downey Jr.'s mansion manages to offer an excellent quality of life for him and his family. And it's no wonder that in 2009 he needed to invest about $13,400,000 in this incredible property. Chris Hemsworth, meanwhile, is not far behind. The actor preferred to build his super mansion in Australia, a property so large and imposing that it is able to impress anyone. During the construction of this gigantic 4.2-acre property that is surrounded by green areas, it looked more like a shopping mall, but as it neared its completion, the property took shape and became a spectacular mansion that was completed in 2019. Although the couple of actors have never officially opened the residence to the public, they have always made posts on social media inside of it, which is why it is possible to get to know a little bit more of its interior. It is known, for example, that there is a room with a huge wall painted by an artist, a work of art valued at over $100,000. One room that could not be missing in the house of an actor so concerned about his physique as Chris is a large gym fully equipped with various modern fitness equipment, a place that he must spend several hours of his day inside in order to maintain his excellent physical condition. And when he wants to get an outdoor workout, there is also plenty of room for him to be able to exercise whilst replenishing some vitamin D via sun exposure. In the external area there is also an excellent recreation area with a beautiful infinity pool, all of which can be enjoyed together with the incredible sea view. And those who think that the property of the actor is limited to just the main house, I'll have you know that the lot is so large that a forest and its surrounding green areas are also part of the estate. Chris has shared some moments of fun that seem to be at this location, and it's also quite likely that this is where he keeps some of his animals, something his family seems to really enjoy. We can say that the actor's mansion has everything he and his family need to live a very happy life. And there is no doubt that to build a property, it being as grand and imposing as it is, that he needed to invest a real fortune. Some sources estimate that Chris Hemsworth's property is valued at over $30 million. And for owning the most luxurious property, the actor for Thor takes this round. A point to him. Round 2. Cars. In real life, The two Marvel actors like to enjoy good vehicles, but which one of them has the most luxurious car collection? Chris Hemsworth, for example, has been seen getting out of a Cadillac SRX, an old car that is no longer manufactured, but can be found costing around $30,000. He has also been spotted with his wife in an Acura MDX, a comfortable vehicle that the newer, full-size models can top at $50,000. On social media, Chris has already posted a photo with his Audi Q7, a mid-size SUV whose brand new models can cost around $60,000. Upping the ante further, he also owns a Cadillac Escalade, a huge car capable of offering a lot of comfort and safety for all its passengers. And to get a sense of price, depending on the model, it can cost around $90,000. Chris has also been seen with a Toyota Land Cruiser Sahara, a large SUV with 4WD capable of tackling any kind of terrain, and it's no wonder that the price of this beast can reach over $130,000. The star has also been spotted in a Jeep that appeared to be a Mercedes-Benz G63, a super SUV from Mercedes equipped with a powerful engine capable of accelerating from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 4.3 seconds. And maybe that's why its price tag is around $155,000. And some sources speculate that the actor's most expensive car is an Audi R8, a sports car made for those who like speed. To get an idea, the vehicle is capable of accelerating from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 3.2 seconds, reaching a top speed of 205 miles per hour. And depending on the model, a brand new car can exceed the price of $180,000. Robert Downey Jr., meanwhile, is speculated to have a garage stuffed with vehicles such as a $70,000 Audi A7, a $80,000 Porsche 993, a $90,000 Audi A8L, a $100,000 Cadillac Scarlet, a $110,000 Mercedes-Benz S300, a $113,000 Nissan GT-R, a $120,000 Ford Mustang Boss 302 from 1970, a $130,000 Mercedes-Benz G-Class, a $135,000 Audi e-tron GT, a $140,000 Chevrolet Corvette from 1965, a $150,000 Bentley Continental, a $155,000 Audi R8, a $170,000 Acura NSX Concept, a $210,000 Audi R8 convertible, and even a Ferrari California T, with him even posting a photo on Instagram. It is a beautiful sports car, capable of drawing a lot of attention wherever it goes. The vehicle is powered by a V8 engine, capable of accelerating from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 4.1 seconds, managing to reach a top speed of an impressive 193 miles per hour. And it's no wonder that to own one of these, you may need to invest about $250,000. And with so many vehicles, there's no doubt that the actor for Iron Man wins this round. A point to him. Round 3. Luxury watches. When it comes to dressing well, the two celebrities do not skimp out on their outfits, with both having already been caught with several expensive watches. Chris Hemsworth, for example, has been seen wearing some beautiful jewelry such as a $3,700 Omega Speedmaster, a $4,000 Tag Heuer Monaco Blue Dial, a $5,000 IWC Pilot Black Dial, a $6,000 Tag Heuer Octavia Limited Edition, a $8,000 Tag Heuer Heritage Caliber, a $10,000 Rolex Oyster Perpetual Day Date, a $22,000 Bulgari Octo Finissimo Skeleton, a $95,000 Audemars Piguet Royal Oak. On the other hand, Robert Downey Jr. is not far behind at all, with him owning watches such as a $40,000 Jaeger-LeCoultre Duometer, a $92,500 Jaeger-LeCoultre, a $100,000 de Bethune DB28T, a $130,000 UR111C Black Cobra, a $140,000 Patek Philippe 3712, a $150,000 Urwerk UR110, a $560,000 double tourbillon 30 degrees Technique, and even a Grubel 4C GMT tourbillon. A stunning watch equipped with several features that make it so it can show universal time regardless of time zone. And to own this masterpiece of watchmaking, you may need to fork out around $700,000. And for owning more luxurious jewelry, it is clear that Robert Downey Jr. wins this round. A point for him. Round 4. Other properties. When it comes to investing in nice properties to enjoy the holidays in, the two actors seem to be quite fond of it, with them both having some nice real estate portfolios. Chris Hemsworth, for example, seems to enjoy buying real estate in Malibu, a place famous for its beaches. The actor's first residence in the city is a cozy home situated on a large 1.3-acre lot, a large space that features a vegetable garden and even a paddock, a passion from the actor's family. The residence's interior is in a very clean design, with a palette of light colors that give a nice contrast to the woody items. One of the points that stand out the most are the large window openings, which bring a lot of ventilation and excellent natural lighting. It also boasts a beautiful view of the city in the hills, but the best spot for it is surely on its stylish gourmet balcony. In all, the home has about 4,600 square feet of living space, divided into 4 bedrooms and 4 bathrooms. And according to media reports, in 2016, Chris bought the property along with his brothers, Liam and Luke. But after 4 years following a real estate market high, they decided to sell the property for $4,250,000. And Chris Hemsworth seems to love the town so much that he once owned another estate in the area. This is a charming 2-story house with classic architecture. The interior of the property is very cozy, with a strong presence of wood, such as the floors made from planks scattered throughout the house. Except in the kitchen, though, because there is an illustrious marble floor there. The mansion has large rooms and high ceilings, which provides a greater sense of spaciousness to the rooms. In all, the actor's home is about 6,800 square feet, being divided into 5 spacious bedrooms and 6 large bathrooms. The mansion also features a game room and a gym for when the actor wants to work out. And according to media reports, the property was sold for about $7 million. Robert Downey Jr., for his part, also owns a house in the area. With the help of some real estate agents' footage, it is possible to get to know this residence of the actor a bit better. The property is known to have been built in 1972, having about 3,384 square feet of built area, divided into 3 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms, with some of them even featuring hot tubs. The house has a decor on the more rustic side, with several pieces of furniture made of wood, such as the cabinets and the kitchen countertops. One of the most interesting points of the residence is the beautiful view it has to the city, something that is well evidenced by its large window openings it has on its rooms, making very good use of the estate's forte. Outside there is a beautiful gourmet area with stone flooring, a barbecue area, sofas around an outdoor fireplace, and even a mini golf course. And according to some sources, Robert Downey Jr. has invested around $3,800,000 in this property, a much meager amount compared to his other mansions. Whereas when Robert Downey Jr. and his family want to spend the summer in a different location, they have none other than a house inside a stunning windmill. Located in the town of East Hampton in the state of New York, the actor's property is on a plot surrounded by green areas of approximately 4 acres, with a sports court and a beautiful recreational area with swimming pool. At the time when he purchased this property, Robert and his wife were looking for a quiet location surrounded by nature, which was able to offer a lot of tranquility and privacy. And this elegant property built in the late 19th century was able to offer everything the couple had wanted. During an article made for the Architectural Digest channel, he and his wife decided to open the doors of their residence and show a little of their intimacy to the public. On the occasion, they showed several of the house's rooms, such as the living room, which has a beautiful fireplace on its wall, with an amazing blue and gold sculpture just above. The sofas are on a level below the floor, which help to create a very cozy atmosphere. There is also another living room with lighter colors and with many window openings, which end up providing excellent natural lighting. Getting to know the actor's house, it was possible to notice that he and his wife are well connected to art, some proof of this being the several decorative objects in his residence, an example of the various colorful paintings that are on the walls. His wife Susan Downey, for example, showed one of the house's bathrooms, which has the entire wall covered with round-colored stones. The couple's bedroom has a clean design, with a color palette in white tones, and another decorated with furniture in more vivid colors. Up in the second floor of the mill is where the actor's office is, which seemed to be a favorite spot for his cats. Another room shown was the kitchen, where there is a cozy corner table with pink armchairs. And to acquire this unusual property, Robert Downey Jr. had to invest a good deal of money. As reported in the media, The actor needed to invest in 2016 the small sum of $10,500,000. And since the real estate portfolio from the Iron Man actor is a bit more expensive, he takes this round. Round 5. Sources of income. Apart from making a lot of money from Marvel movies, the actors also have other sources of income that generate them lots of financial return. Due to the huge success that Robert Downey Jr. has had with the movies he has acted in, he has become a kind of celebrity that is well known all over the world. Only on his Instagram, for example, he has already surpassed the 53 million followers mark, a great number that only goes to show his popularity. And because of the good image he has with the public, mainly because he plays a charismatic billionaire hero, Robert ends up enticing the interest of big brands in sponsoring him. The Taiwanese smartphone multinational HTC, for example, has invested about $12 million in a global marketing campaign featuring the actor. Another major company that invested in Robert was Chinese mobile phone maker OnePlus, which, although the value of the contract was not disclosed, the amount is also likely to be in the range of the tens of millions of dollars. Similarly, Chris Hemsworth is also able to earn a lot of money for being a Hollywood celebrity, with many companies willing to invest a lot of money to associate their image with his, especially companies in the aesthetics industry, such as Boss Perfumes and the Tag Heuer watch brand. It is estimated that the value of his contract with these companies is in the figures of the millions of dollars. Social media is also considered another source of income for the actor because he has millions of followers who follow him daily, an example being his Instagram that has about 56 million followers. And because both actors make a lot of money from advertising and have a similar number of followers, let's consider this round tied. So, 1 point to both. Round 6. Net worth. Being two of the highest paid actors in the world today, there is no doubt that they already have a huge net worth. The amount of money Chris Hemsworth received from each production was growing in the same intensity as his films started to become more and more successful. In the first Thor movie in 2011, for example, Chris is estimated to have received a salary of just about $150,000. But from then on, the God of Thunder's salary grew exponentially, regardless of which movie he was in. It is estimated, for example, that he received about $3 million for The Avengers, $5 million for Extraction, $5 million for Snow White and the Huntsman, $15 million for Avengers: Infinity War, $15 million for Avengers: Endgame, $30 million for Thor: Ragnarok, and up to $35 million for Thor: The Dark World. And it's no wonder that in 2019 Forbes magazine estimated that, putting all his annual income together, Chris had made about $76,400,000. And while no one knows for sure how wealthy he is, some sources estimate Chris Hemsworth's net worth to currently be around $150 million. But we can't forget that he is married to Elsa Pataky, a famous Spanish model and actress, who has an estimated net worth of over $50 million. In other words, the couple together have a net worth of over $200 million. Similarly, Robert also had his salary growing at the same rate as his films started to become more and more successful and his characters became more and more relevant in the movies. To get an idea of his income, it is estimated that while playing the billionaire Tony Stark in the Marvel franchise, he received, for example, $500,000 for Iron Man I, $10 million for Iron Man 2, $15 million for Spider-Man Homecoming, $40 million for Captain America: Civil War, $50 million for The Avengers, $75 million for Iron Man 3, and even some $75 million for Avengers: Endgame. And it is because of these stratospheric earnings that he became none other than the highest paid actor in Hollywood, a reign that lasted from 2013 to 2015. And despite not being as wealthy as the billionaire character he plays in theaters, Robert Downey isn't that far removed from Tony Stark's. To get an idea, some sources estimate the actor's net worth to be in the range of $300 million. And since he is much wealthier, the Iron Man actor wins this round by a landslide, a point to him. At the end of this battle, we have 2 points for Chris Hemsworth against 5 points for Robert Downey Jr., making him the victor of this battle. But if you believe that there are still other arguments to defend one of the two, do write down below your best justification. Hey, you like the video? So don't forget about leave your like and comment, and tell some suggestions of another videos, and hopefully we gonna do it. All about channel deals to satisfy your curiosity.